This piece here, this is the heart and soul of my coin sorting robot, and frankly, it has been a pain in my ass. In this video, we're going to be redesigning this particular piece that I've been calling the coin slider. There's just a few problems with it that we'll go over first, but then we're going to completely redesign the heart of my machine, and then we're going to do a complete heart transplant on my robot design so that we get a much more robust part. The problems that we have with this particular design are that it's just not very robust. You can see that this outer loop here is almost transparent. It means it's very, very thin. And I really don't think that that part is going to hold up in a high production environment. We're really trying to create a robot that's capable of running thousands of coins at a time. And I don't think a part that's this thin is really going to be able to stand up to that kind of wear and tear. And in fact, one of my earlier prototypes of this, it's already broken. And I haven't even installed it in the robot yet. So that's one of the major flaws here, is that this part is just too fragile. It's not going to hold up. If you've been following along, you'll know that I've been trying to design a robot that's capable of recognizing valuable coins for my own coin collection. And this particular piece I've been calling the coin slider. This slides coins into position between two cameras so that they can be photographed. And then we can use an image recognition algorithm to recognize the coins and then sort them by their value. The other issue that we see here is that in my original design here, we have these two gear tracks. So that, of course, means that in order to hold this parallel during each motion, you're going to have to include two gears here. So one of the goals here in redesigning this part of the robot is to reduce the part count as much as possible. So I'm going to take you through my process, including the part that I design on paper, and also when I translate that into a 3D model that can be 3D printed. I'm going to take you through that entire process so that you can see what I've been doing over the last few videos in my rapid prototyping series here. Hey everyone, it's Future Me again. I just wanted to take a moment to say that I've been doing some work on our website at thecoinbot.com. There you can find the latest blog articles about coin collecting, the latest developments in machine learning, and get early access to my YouTube videos. I hope you'll get a chance to check it out and let me know what you think down in the comments. When I first thought this up, this coin slider was really just an idea to rotate back and forth, and I've shown that animation several times through several videos. But really what we have here is just, we wanted a coin stack here to set down a coin onto the slider, and then it would get pushed forward. And then as we push the next coin into position, that coin would slide off the front of this slider and then be sorted. But I really don't like this linear back and forth motion. I think we can do better than that. We know that there are three different areas of the robot that are important for sorting them. So we need to have some sort of queue of coins. So I'm thinking of some sort of stack of coins that will be waiting in queue. And then, so that's position one. And then we want to move one of those coins that's in the queue into position between two cameras so that we can photograph both sides of the coin at the same time. So that's position two, the photo studio. And then the third position would be a coin sorter that actually takes the coin and moves it to an area, either based on its value, either a high value coin or a low value coin. If we have three areas on the finished machine, we know that we will need three positions for the coins to move through. And if we put these three coins in a triangle like this, we can start to see what I have in mind. I'm thinking now, instead of this linear motion that we had before, we can create a rotary coin slider that moves all these coins into position. So let's draw that out. I'm going to end up drawing circles around each one of these pennies, and then I'm going to draw a larger circle around the outside of them, and we'll get an idea of what I have in mind. Okay, now you can start to see how I have these coins laid out. We have a circle drawn around the three coins, and we know that the center of this larger circle will be about here. that could be our pivot point as we rotate these coins through each of the 3 positions on the finished robot. But we also can see that we can extrude this into 3D space. So if we move these pennies off to the side now, we can see a better design for the coin slider. When we bring that into FreeCAD and extrude that into 3D space, it'll look something like this. And then we've added a gear to the center here so that we can turn this. We can rotate that around the Z axis. And then we'll have a pinion here that also serves to hold the entire unit in place. And the only other thing that I've really done here is on the back side of this, I've drilled a hole into the center so that we can again put a pin down through here and actually control the position of the coin slider in the entire finished robot. Now that we have that drawn up in 3D, we can actually print that on the printer and come up with the finished design here. I think it's so neat to be able to have a physical part, just a few minutes after you've drawn it up. Even though this is a huge improvement over the original coin slider, it's thicker, and we have the ability to rotate that with this center gear here. This is a much better design, but there are still some issues with this. In my original design, I want this part of the machine to hold onto a penny and rotate it into position. But as you can see, there's really nothing holding that penny into place. It just kind of falls through. So if we were to put a penny in one of these positions, there's nothing holding onto it. So that's really going to be our next step, is we want to find some way to positively hold on to these pennies as they're rotating into each position. But for now, maybe we should just have a little opportunity to play around with this. But this is basically how it's going to work. You're going to have 3 pennies in each of these positions, and it's going to rotate them through the 3 parts of the 3 important parts of the machine that we talked about first. In the next video, we're going to be working on that coin grabbing mechanism to make sure that we have positive control of the coins at all times. For now, that's my 2 cents. Thanks for joining me today, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to never miss another adventure on this channel. Stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everyone.